laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Where's Dick? Let him go.
3rd and 2, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. First down, a run with Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. You go tight, you got tight, you got tight. Hey, 31.
Hyde. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A 10th carry for Hyde, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Stay with your man. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 24.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 7.
A first down throw, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder 72 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's high. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Back to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A screen to Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Now for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Watch the screen.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Don't get nervous. Trump, the mic. 46, the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Line them up.
One last throw here for Watson. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Come on, let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.